glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach, one of the things that Coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today, their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. So Kentucky's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Inside, it's Hill. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. In the backfield, it's Becker. Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmaker.
He wants to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove.
Looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Forward into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Selling the fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man. It's Marsh.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Follows his blocks. It's Hill. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped right there.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment on the play. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. On the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Fires quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Pulls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's going for it all. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. In the red area, it's Baxter. And he's in! Touchdown, Wildcats! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Third and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. Working that left side now. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the...
Yeah, I got some shit over there, boy. Yeah, you got to figure out who's going to get.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Left side is Skinner. Hits the crease. The 40. He's at the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right back to it. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finds his man on the RPO. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Got it down the field. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown! Touchdown, Indiana!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on deep.
Gashes him in the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan, taking on the San Diego State Aztecs. And it's the Eagles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. but then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on 4th down.
Man, I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect when you just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward, go get it. Love the call.
And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Driven back.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Dropped back on 1st down. Intercepted. There he goes. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Quick give. Got a little grass. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in 3rd and long, right where you want them. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneaked the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Needs it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
What onions to run the football inside of your own 20 on 4th and short and get all that matters is it's a first down. Sweat no more.
They'll run the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's changing the play. Sees an alley. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Croma. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Was to pass. Taking a shot. Touchdown, Kentucky! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. and they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. This time they'll throw it. That's caught. It's Marsh. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but his defense might get a little help from the officials here. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the...
Shakes him in, and he might take off. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Indiana. Getting set for the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely...
Just steamrolling the defense. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact. Like,
first down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Snap on first down, wants to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Long way to go on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Working the ground game. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second and long here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Skinner. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Trying to establish the run. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Got to make the play on 4th. Turns it upfield. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for running room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second.
Wide open spaces. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! These two teams just trading body shots and haymakers.
And we talked about it all week. These two teams, just great teams going at it. Who's going to make the plays late? Who's not going to make the plays? But we knew this was going to be a huge battle because these teams are so good and so evenly matched.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. the same page. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Left side is Skinner. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
Just keep slinging it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Sells to fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got.
He's going for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. and now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And they'll take a knee, get it in the perfect spot for their field goal kicker to try to win the game. Tight game so far in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal coming up.
Here we go. Ready? Red 54, red 54.
They're going to run it. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.